Hello.
It's a very good morning. It's a weekend. It's a stroke of sunrise. It's the SANCHI Group presents Prosports T10 Championship, the grand finale. It's going to be battled between two very competitive teams. BANSWARA Warriors will be taking on DSC Falcons. Both these teams have made it to the finals in their previous encounters. And the captain of BANSWARA Warriors, we have Abbas Bodla alongside his counterpart, Saifi for DSC. Gentlemen, we're up and ready. We have the match official, Mr. Saifuddin. Is up and ready for the toss. Saifi straight away calls ship. I'll have a quick word. Abbas, congratulations. First step, you won the toss. What would you do and why?
We'll bat first. We put a score on the board and try to defend them.
One quick question. The last time you two met in the same tournament, your team comfortably cruised through.
Exactly.
Is that the reason you've chosen to bat first?
Exactly. The same reason we want to put the high score on the board and then we'll decide we'll defend the target. Inshallah.
Last time around, you won a magnificent finals. This time, you're going to change anything? You're going to stick to the same plan that has been successful?
Yes, exactly. We'll stick with the same the board and let's decide. The bowler will decide. And we have a good bowling lineup, so we are confident enough to defend the target.
Looks like you've ticked all the boxes. Have a good one.
Thank you very much.
Saifi bhai, welcome. Second time around, same opponent. You lost the toss. Are you concerned about it?
Not really. It's in my mind that we already prepared for bowling first, and it's a final. You know, you cannot say toss is always not in your favor, so you have to ready for everything, yani, for bowling or batting. So it's okay. Even we lost the toss, we will prepare for that, and we will come back stronger with the bowling in first inning. So restrict them on a minimum score, so we can chase it easily.
What do you think is the minimum score on this ground?
Minimum, it's good that we can restrict them around 110, 120, not more than 120. It's very difficult to chase in this condition more than 120. Batsmen, you know, its condition is very hot, so they have to be very strong when they're batting. And we are doing second batting, so it's tough for batsmen to chase a really big score.
One last question. Are you really confident chasing?
Not really. Not no one want to chase in the final. But yeah, it's a game. You have to uh, cannot say anything.
Anyways, I'll not keep you waiting. Go and meet your team very quickly. We'll be catching you shortly. Thank you. The news here from the center is Banswara Warriors. They won the toss straight away. They had no hesitation. They've elected to bat first. Before we move to the live action, we'd like to thank all the sponsors involved in trying to make this tournament as big as it looks. Sanchi Group, a big thank you. Pro Sports, Jayawant Group, ABD Interiors, Mizan Jewelry, Momin Caterers, Buran United Travels, Global Hardware, Diamond Trading Center. The design partner TS Designs, the media partner Momin Expo, and live streaming is powered by Ben Creations. We'll catch the live action very, very quickly. That's it from now. It's a very good morning here, and a very, very pleasant morning here in Kuwait. Not to forget, it's the weekend, and whatever the weekend brings, it's something that is all about cricket for all those cricket lovers and those playing the game. The SANCHI Group presents Prosports T10 Championships Great Finals is up and ready. The grand finale here. And it's going to be played between BANSWARA Warriors and they're taking on DSC Falcons. We're up and ready for the first ball to be bowled. And it is going to be the left armer, one of my favorite players. Doesn't matter. Good start. The Warriors have started off in great style. And they started off this innings with a boundary up and over. Splendid shot. There's no wasting time. Both these openers have decided and they're absolutely, completely aware of what is needed and what is going to be the approach. And the wicketkeeper standing up to the stumps. He smashes. This is huge. Well, that has gone back past straight. The boundary been followed up by a maxim there. Incredible hit. Now going to see something special this morning. It's T10. Let's sit back and tighten our seatbelts. This is going to be a roller coaster ride. We'll find out very, very quickly. The captain of the Warriors, BANSWARA Warriors, Abbas Bodla, he had no hesitation. He won the toss and straight away he elected to bat first, and he was very clear in his mind that runs on the board is surely going to be the order of the day. This is heading to the fence. This is surely going to the boundary. This is a carnage start. A boundary, a 6 and a 4. All of a sudden, the Warriors, they look pretty solid. The last time the BANSWARA Warriors met the same opponents, the DSC Falcons, in the league matches, they literally steamrolled them, posting a score of 141. And they won that game very, very comfortably by a big, huge margin, because DSC Falcons literally managed only 76 in the allotted 10 overs. He's gone. This has gone high. The fielder converging. The fielder converging. Dear oh dear, this is celebration of an extraordinary, extraordinary emotion there. They do realize that how big this wicket is. And wicket number 1 tumbling straight away. What a good catch. This replay surely will speak volume of the catch that was taken. And quickly find out who the fielder is. It's been a great start. Hussain Ghi, the man, the danger man, Hussain Ghi. After a blistering start, a couple of boundaries, a 6, he was trying to go all guns blazing. Not holding back on this occasion. Getting the better of his emotions. His partner there, Kutubuddin, is yet to take strike. He's been standing and watching. A little cameo there from Hussain Ghi. And my man surely is going to be Aziz. Aziz Pahadwala is an excellent bowler. The last time around I saw him bowl, he was brilliant. Mind you, it's a T10 game. It's not going to be easy for the bowlers. But Aziz Pahadwala has responded and responded exceptionally well. They will surely, surely take the wicket of Hussain Ghi any given day for the short cameo that he's produced. He's been in red hot form in this tournament. His T10 game is surely going to be going Either ways, with both these teams are looking and looking to try and get the better of each other. You can see the mid-off is very, very straight. He's bowling left arm over. Can he pick up another wicket? Aziz, an exceptional bowler. The good thing I like about Aziz is tries and keeps it very simple. He pitches the ball. He's looking and searching for some swing. Let's see if there's some swing on offer. Beautifully bowled. Just a single there. The Warriors here will slightly be pegged back with that early breakthrough, especially the wicket of Hussein Ghi. There we go. It's nice and full and straight. Beautiful there. What a good reactive approach there from the bowler. This is going to be a very interesting replay. It's taken everyone by surprise. Not the ones who are just playing in the middle there, but the spectators as well. What good reactions, good presence of mind shown there by Aziz. He's finished off his over in great fashion. He started off slightly shaky, courtesy Hussein Ghi going after him, but not for long. And probably Aziz will have the last laugh. He's picked up a very, very important wicket. He's given them the breakthrough. DSC Falcons certainly will have to capitalize on this breakthrough and try and ensure they keep things simple and tight. We're still into the power play. You can see everyone in the circle. We're standing on the edge of the circle. What is the score that the Warriors will settle for today? Will certainly determine, because Hussein Ghi is back in the pavilion. He has been the go-to man right up the order. Kutubuddin is being joined by Qasim Babar. Qasim Babar again has been very, very good. It's the skipper Saifi. Just as I mentioned that how good Qasim Babar was, he's gone after the skipper. The match officials for this game is senior umpire Saifuddin alongside Shehzad, who's at square leg. There's experience and youth, not just in the middle playing, but in the umpiring panel as well. Now there's a short mid wicket in place. This is going to be very interesting. We still have the power play. There's deep mid wicket in place. Saifi. It's middle, this one all right. Slight fumble there from the fielder, but it's going to stay just a single. You have the mid-off and the mid-on inside the circle. So if the batsman decides to go back past, up and over the bowler, there's plenty of runs for the taking. Kutubuddin has been there since the start, but he's not got much strike. Towards deep extra cover. And comfortably. Picked up a couple of runs. Saifi there. He's been struck by the bowler. By the ball from the outfield. This T10 game has been pretty exciting so far. He rocks back onto the back foot, trying to pull this one away, but nothing to really work with. The length, not that short as expected. So far so good for Saifi. He's got a strange start to his run-up. Very much Ronaldo style. Not that he's taking a free kick. This is going to be called a wide. In the meanwhile, we'll stick to cricket. There you go. He's up and ready. He spreads his legs wide apart. About to take a free kick, but not to. And then he gets into his bowling stride. Now we see the funnier side of everything that happens around. A good throw, good pickup. Just a singles. It's just been ones and twos in this over. All through. It's a power play, and they'll have to be slightly aware of what is going on. Both these openers, vigilant is what they'll need to do. This over has been exceptional, just apart from that wide. Can he finish off well? Straight to that fielder, just short. There's been excitement all around. If you count the situation, given the contest, 6 runs from the over number 2 has been something completely exceptional from the skipper. Looks like now the power play is done and dusted. All the fielders are falling back on the fence. For all those who have just tuned in, it's a warm welcome right here on the Ben Creations YouTube channel. It's the SANCHI Group presents Prosports T10 Championship, the grand finale. BANSWARA Warriors have won the toss and they have elected to bat into the third over, and straight away Hussain, who started off in exceptional style with a couple of boundaries and a maximum, is sitting back with his teammates, courtesy that splendid catch. In the meanwhile, there's been a long while. We have seen a boundary now. Hasim Babar picks up his first boundary towards deep square leg. Abdimanaf Khanbai is the new bowler. Last time around when I saw Abdimanaf Khanbai, he was behind the stumps with the gloves. This time around, he's got the ball in hand. He's taking the responsibility, trying to bowl. He's not been greeted well. He's been greeted with the boundary. Babar there off the back foot, he picks up a single. He had to hurry in the end, he made it comfortably. Talking about Babar Azam. Has been fantastic. In the Asia Cup. Scoring a big 100. Another single down towards deep mid wicket. What I see is DSC Falcon have done their homework a bit and they've come out very positive. Trying to restrict runs, they're trying to keep things tight. Off the back foot there, Babar in trouble, he's in trouble there. Another splendid catch, a couple of catches. The fielders, they're on the floor, they'll not mind the laundry charges as well. What they're really happy about is seeing the back of Babar, who's walking back. He also has been in some sterling form in this tournament. The danger batters have really been sent packing without doing too much damage. The Falcons, that the skipper is making, they want to change quite a few things. The last time around they played their T20 final was against Prosports, which they failed to cross the line. And surely they'll want to correct the scores and ensure that this time around they create history. There's going to be plenty of support for the Falcons, and the danger. So far so good. Things have really been brought back right in control. You can see a deep square leg, a deep mid wicket. There's no one behind towards the fine leg. The man is inside the circle at short fine leg. A straight shot third man. Backward point and an extra cover. Long off in place, deep extra cover, so there's no one at point. Plenty of vacant spaces all around. It's only the angle that the batters have to really work on. But the line has been pretty good. Trying to play across the line, beautiful pace. Too quick, too hot to handle. And the DSC Falcons slowly but gradually are trying to really get themselves back on track. Tries one off the back foot. Bowling back of length, but the pace certainly pretty deceptive on this occasion. Kutubuddin is struggling at the moment. He's 5 of 9. He'll have to rely on himself that this is a T10 game and not a T20, so there's no much time left. Towards long on, the fielder is in position. Enough Khanbai. Very much in control. He'll keep it down to only a single. They get the batters at bay, not allowing any boundary balls, not allowing any balls to roll over the fence. So they've not just had all the corners covered up, but the bowling has been pretty decent as well. Hussein Shemungi there, he's there on strike and he's hammered this one. He's off in great style. He starts off with a boundary. Yeah, slowly but steadily closing onto the 4th over, 34. There'll be another single on the offside. The sun is up and shining. It's almost 32 degrees here in Kuwait. We are here in Serbia, and you can see cricket being played all around. Pretty much like Shivaji Park in India. Oh, it's crowded at Shivaji Park, but still there is cricket all around. What a good shot. And equally well fielded there. What I'm really loving is the intent from the DSC Falcons. They're showing a thing to work with. They're really finding it pretty difficult to try and score runs. They have to work really, really hard to keep things going. The boundaries really have completely dried up. What's more, plenty of interesting bowling changes. They're trying to keep the Warriors another bowling change. Big swing. Did he get an inside edge? Seems more than likely. Kutubuddin there. Slowly but steadily he's trying to keep and get things moving on. And still not finding the middle of the bat. He's still yet to find the fence as well. On the other hand, Hussein Gi he's worked his way towards the onside. Deep mid wicket in place. Yet another single. For all those viewers, to avoid the confusion, Hussein Gi is back in the pavilion. This is Hussein Saimun Gi. Trying to open the face and played it on the arm side. He's done well to be that fielder. Probably was looking into the sun, and that is what has deceived him. He's going to go to the fence. Yes, this is going to be a welcome boundary. It's been a while. The boundaries are really coming. Very, very slowly. Not at the pace that the Warriors would be wanting. Juicer Gangardi is the new bowler who's come in. And all of a sudden he started leaking runs. Plenty of runs. Is this going to go to the fence? Looks like yes. Back-to-back boundaries. Is the pace that is picking up, the momentum picking up. Hussein Shamamgi is trying to stay as positive as possible. He's picked up a couple of boundaries ever so quickly. All in all, he has 3 boundaries to his name, with the last boundary in the previous over. Make that 4. He's found the fence on 3 occasions in this over. And all of a sudden, the young lad Juicer is slightly struggling. He has a field which is pretty much in front of the wicket, because he has everyone there. There's no cushion towards deep point, and he's bowling a line that is spelling a lot of danger. He's been penalized. He's been hammered for 3 boundaries, all in the offside. This time 1 on the onside, but there is plenty of cover. And still managed to scamper through for another couple of runs. This over has been as productive, a much needed over. 16 runs coming up this over so far, and it has been a very, very good one. Completely right back on track, trying to get their scoring rate at almost 10 and over. It is 53. The loss of 2 wickets, 2 very important wickets. Hussein Gi, the opener, he was sent back packing, courtesy a very, very good catch. And we've seen 2 splendid catches, 2 very well judged catches by Kutub. He has been pretty safe and sound picking up those catches. The last time around, both these teams met. It was the BANSWARA Warriors. They won that comfortably with scoring 141, batting first. This morning again, they've decided to do the same. They've decided to bat first. The last time around, it was Hussein Gi who took the game away from the DSC Falcons. He scored a brilliant 81 of 35 deliveries with 5 boundaries and 8 maximums. He's not there anymore. He's been sent back in the very first over, and probably that is going to be a huge, huge difference. There's still Ali Akbar, who again provided an exceptional cameo of 35 of 12 in their last encounter. All in all, they scored almost 60% of their runs in terms of boundary with 6 sixes in that innings. I beg your pardon, 12 sixes. Coming back to this game, another boundary. All of a sudden, we've seen a flurry of boundaries in the last 8 deliveries. You've seen, all in all, 5 fours been hammered. And all of them have been on the offside, much to the astonishment of the fielding side. They're not reading this game well. No, probably they'll bring a change. Field is being swapped. It is Khan by. He's kept it again outside the off stump. Backward point comes into play. Just another single. Couple of meters to the right and left of that field. I raced away to the fence. That's a good shot. That is an extraordinary shot, but hit with a lot of power. Fielder is there. Who's kept the ball in play. He's very, very close to that boundary line, but in the end, he's done well. Yet again on the offside. Runs been leaked all around. He's flighted this one, he's floated this one towards that fielder, straight in. They've not dropped anything, and probably that has been the biggest difference this morning. Everything gone in the air has been really pounced very, very comfortably. Yet another catch. It looks like they've done a lot of homework, DSC Falcons. And so far so good. BANSWARA Warriors 63 for 2. 6 overs gone by. They still have another 4 to go. 24 deliveries more. And they've been joined in by someone very, very special. I'll not probably. We'll have the gentleman speak for himself.
Thank you, Vinod. It's been a while I've joined the cricket field, but it's glad to be by side of Vinod in this final SANCHI group, which presents Prosports T10 championship between BANSWARA Warriors and DSC Falcon. The game is evenly poised at the moment, Vinod. It's Dahod who started well, and BANSWARA Warriors fighting back. Hussain is still there in the center. And at this, they've been very active as Dahod Falcons. That's a wide. Firing in the finals, 21 of 8 with 4 boundaries with strike rate of 262. And that's another wicket. Hussain gives away his wicket. He was playing well. That's what Dahod wanted. And this over 2 wickets. The game is turning on its head, Vinod.
Yeah, absolutely, the game is turning on its head, but surely DSC Falcons. Coming back for a short interruption. Yes, DSC Falcons really turning this game on its head. What a good effort, ABD. The catching has been absolutely splendid. What I've seen so far is very, very good. They've not let anything go by or touch the ground, and that has been the difference. You've seen the last encounter. Hussein was completely in control. He literally steamrolled the Falcons by scoring 81 in the league match in the previous encounter, and this time around he started off in great style, but not for long, not for long. Plenty of wickets tumbling all around.
Absolutely, and it's the fielding which gives an edge in the T10 game. That extra effort makes a difference in the end. And in the finals, this is what Dahod, they are hungry and they need to win this. But Banswara Warriors, being the warriors they are, they'll not give up easily. 63, 64 for 4, and that could be one more wicket. And it's all happening here in the finals. That's the third wicket in an over. This is a game-changing over, Vinod, in the finals.
Certainly, 10 batters trying to make their way in and out. It's been a quick departure here again for Yusuf. A very short stay, quickly there. Tahir has followed Hussein. They're not showing intent, is what we're seeing. Slightly rattled by this sterling performance, the sterling fielding performance rather, because it's the fielding that has really lifted the Falcons, and they're flying up and high, and they're with their confidence really showing in the kind of intent, and it's been pretty good. The last time around Falcons played their finals, I had a quick word with Saif, and he told me that the last finals they played against Prosports, yes, they did manage to put up a fight, but not good enough. Prosports literally emerged as champions. This time around, he wanted to settle the score and try and ensure that this finals, they'll try and make a mark. Any team that makes it to the finals, they surely want to stand out. This morning it's been so good. Still, the game is still there. We still have another innings to go. You never know. It's a long game, 10 overs still. And can they provide some impetus in trying to post a score? The next target will be 100, but not to be. The off stump is gone for a walk. Another one bites the dust. This is literally a convoy of batters coming in and walking in very quickly. Everybody try to enlighten us what is going on in the camp.
It's Dahod Falcons who's all over Banswara Warriors. And it's turning, as we said, it's turning on its head. When I just entered, it was 3 wickets, and 3 wickets have come very quickly. So 64 for 6 now. It's Yusuf Kapadia who's taken 3 wickets in an over. That's a hat trick for Yusuf. And that's the pressure of finals, I guess. The batsmen who are waiting outside when they want to come in, it's the pressure that gets to them in the finals. But still, as we said, as Vinod said, it's not over until it's over. If Banswara Warrior could have a small partnership and could reach to that 3-figure mark, we could still have a game on in the finals. But at the moment, it's Dahod Falcons. As I had heard between the intent from Dahod, from ball 1, the fielding effort, it was up to the mark and showing the results. 3 wickets falling very quickly. It's Hakeem Ghee who walks in now. So both new batters, Ali Lokmani and Ali Ghee. They have to play smart, Vinod. What would be the strategy for Banswara Warriors, Vinod, at this very moment in the finals?
Smart is something beyond. They'll try to survive. At the moment, runs on board will be as good as anything. 10 and over. It's not easy in the final to be chasing down, but can Yusuf Kapadia do a Lasit Malinga and take 4 and 4? That'll be another question. He has been on the mark completely all over the Warriors, but fortunately now there's a left-hander who's walked in. Jersey number 27, watch out. He's not afraid. He gives it a big swing. He's off the mark straight away. Hakim Gi. Yusuf Kapadia is having a dream spell. He started off in complete devastating fashion here, trying picking up 3 wickets. You still wonder, the field is very much defensive in spite of picking a bag full of wickets. He almost got another one in this over. Play and a miss. Probably he just got his bat in time, getting a bottom edge. He has one more delivery to go. He's picked up 3. Down the ground. On the offside, a slight fumble. They're looking to pick up another couple of runs. Yes, they do it in the end comfortably. Quickly, ABD, with all the cricket all around, tell us what is the next thing that Banswara Warriors will be thinking, or is there anyone in the camp yet to put up a fight and try and pose anything that is challenging? What do you think?
Yes, it's a very dicey stage at the moment for Banswara Warriors. After 7 overs, 67 for 6 with Ali Lokmani and Hakim Gi in the center. I think this is the duo, and it's Ali Lokmani who can do wonders in the center. He's a good batsman, but wickets falling quickly. Ali has to play. Ali has to survive and play smart as well. Doesn't have much time. Only 3 overs to go. 18 more balls remaining. Banswara Warriors would be looking for that magical 3-figure mark. And in the final gives an advantage. Chasing team with the pressure. A 10-run added in the finals. 100 score from Banswara Warriors would be like 110, Vinod, in the finals. That added pressure, the finals. And if Banswara Warrior could get to a good start, taking quick wickets, we have a game on. So big thank you to all our sponsors, SANCHI Group, Prosports, J1 Group, ABD Interiors, Mizan Jewelry, Maymoon Caterers, Burhan United Travel and Tourism, Global Hardware, and Diamond Trading Center. Our design partner, TS Design, and media partner, Muminin Expo. The live streaming, and that was in the air, one bounce to the fielder. Yes, the intent for our Warriors. They will not give up so easily. The batsman who started after 4 wickets falling, the single, but that was a intent which makes the difference. That's again up in the air. The fielder is getting underneath it, but couldn't judge it properly, and they get 2 runs. This duo who has to survive and still get runs for Banswara Warriors. Safi plays and misses. That's good bowling there from Safi. He's been economical, 1.4, giving away only 10 runs. And what an over, last over from Yusuf Kapadia. 1 over, 4 runs and taking away 3 wickets. As we said, Safi was bowling well. That's wide, and that's what needed for Banswara Warriors. A big shot coming up, Vinod.
He's looking mid-wicket. Square leg. One question always arises: why those left-handers always think and look leg side? Because probably they love and they favor. There you go. And speaking on mid-wicket, he smashed this. Feel the converging there. He's on the fence. He's done well. But there's a couple of runs there for the taking. So far, so good. They're into the 70s. 74 is what they've managed. They still have another precious 12 more deliveries to go. And 10 and over from there. Still, you can ensure that they get to around 90. One or two big shots here and there. Things will change. What I've really heard from the skipper Abbas Bodla, he told me something very unique. He told me that he's very confident with his bowling, and surely they'll be backing that skill set. And they do believe if they try and put 90, probably 100 is what they will be wanting and wishing. But can they get there? Will they get there? Still remain be imposed certainly by Yusuf Kapadia, because he's the man who has posed plenty of danger. He's been unanswerable at the moment. He's picked up 3 wickets. Not to forget, he's picked up a hat trick. Often you'll see a hat trick in the finals. Just as we speak about his control, one down the leg side, the wicketkeeper's done well. Tell us something, ABD. I mean, I've heard a lot about Abdul Manaf as a batter. They told me when he bats, it looks more like a gale storm. Tell us something about Abdul, the way he goes about his batting. A big, huge unit.
Absolutely, Vinod. It's just the start. When he starts, there's a chance a bowler can get. Once he's in and he's set, this could be over in no time for Banswara Warriors. So Abde Manaf is the one they would be, and that's a big shot there, but straight in the air, and he's dropped it. That was in and out, and they get one more run. This is the first time we have seen sloppiness in the field from Dahod. And I think these are the moments, Vinod, which makes a difference. If this catch would have been taken, it could have been altogether different scenario.
Looks like it's Juicer. He's not had a good day with the ball. He came to bowl initially. He gave away 16 runs, and now the ball has been following him. And the first catch going down, will it be costly? Will it really cost them the game? You can see there another boundary.
There you go. A drop and then a boundary. So Yusuf Kapadia is just giving a stare at the fielder who dropped him and then gets a boundary. It's very hard on the bowlers, this T10 format. On your toes, which Dahod was, but they're just giving away slightly in the field there. And it's Hakeem Ghee who's raced off to 12 runs, an important innings in the context of the game in the finals there. If he could get a couple of big hits. The way he started Hakeem Ghee, the intent was clear. Finals of the T10, Prosports T10 Championship. And plays and misses again. That's back-to-back dot balls. Like gold dust at this moment. It's going to go big as Hakeem Ghee. Again, that's 3 in a row there, Vinod. Yusuf Kapadia is on fire today.
What Yusuf has done is very, very quickly. He's readjusted his length and line. The moment he's seen that Hakeem Ghee is looking to go towards the onside, he's kept it away from his stumps, well outside the off stump, and he's clearly indicated that if you want to go after me, try and fetch it from way outside the off stump. In that process, at the moment, Hakeem Ghee has conceded 3 dot balls. Now this is going to be probably the most valuable over of this contest, because this is going to decide which way the game will swing. If they have a good over, the Falcons, things will be in control. But on the other hand, if the Warriors go on to maximize every possible opportunity in trying and scoring as many as they seem to, things can change from here. 82. Let's see. What's your take, AB? What do you think? How many runs? Quick prediction.
It's going to be 93. the end of the innings, and Dawood would be chasing 94, I guess, Vinod.
Rightly mentioned, very, very quick analysis there. It's going to be Hussein who's taken the responsibility to finish off things. Can they finish off well? Ball number 1 goes. This has been hit off the middle of the bat, but they'll find the fielder. They'll still go on to pick up the second run. They're thinking, they're not at the moment, a bit of big up. Looks like he's been caught short. Indecision really getting the better of. This is the last thing that they would be wanting at this stage. But the good thing is Hakim Gi is back on strike, the left-hander. If he tries and gets a couple of hits here and there, things can change. That 93 might change to... It might change. But at the moment, we'll keep the guesswork going. Another wicket falls. I have one more question, ABD. We have 5 more deliveries. Is there anything that you sense? Will the Warriors be bowled out in trying to chase as many in the last over? What do you think?
I'm sure they're going to go all out there. It won't matter now. It's just 5 deliveries which are left. And it's the captain, Abbas Bodla, who's joined in. It's important. Hakim Gi is on strike. And if he strikes well, we could have a game on our hands. It's 83 at the moment. 5 more deliveries to go. Hussein Nalwala. Checking his field there. Hakim Gi on strike. Going down the leg side on his pads. Given his leg buys. So that's a good start there for DSC Falcons. So it's the captain who's on strike. And he has to strike from ball 1 there, Abbas. He's going to go all out there. But good over so far from Dahood. And again a single there. So it's just 1 run which has come, 2 runs there from 3 deliveries. So I'm sure Dahoud would be mighty pleased there. Which brings back Hakim Gi on strike. Can he hit one out of the ground? This was full toss, but again straight to the fielder there. Misfields there. Abbas Bodla wants a second. Could be another run out there. Good running there. And he wants one more. Hakim Gi. And they could come back another. It's all happening here. They run 4, Vinod.
Christmas is a long way back, but there's gifts being exchanged all around. Runs being presented to the Warriors. Not a good sign. I'll tell you what, ABD, the one thing that can happen, if you have a good closing to the end for DSC, they'll have a lot of confidence walking back that last over. If they have closed on well, so far it's been so good. They've not conceded any boundaries, neither they've conceded any maximums. So things have been in control. Slightly sloppy here from the fielding side. Lapse in concentration. They'll want to keep their nerves calm, keep things very simple at the back end, but in the end, good running. You'll have to compliment the batters. Down the leg side, it's surely going to be called a wide. Had he got any bat on that one, that was surely raced away to the fence. And he's bowling in probably one of the most dangerous areas on his leg stump. He's very, very strong on the leg side. Into the block hole. Good comeback. This has been an exceptional over. Apart from that misfield here and there, things have been in total control. Here is scary. They made it to 90. Can they get to 93? And surely it'll bring a big smile to ABD if they get to 93. But he's close enough to be close. He still have down the ground the skipper. He scampers for a single. Quick single been taken. And that's the end of the story. 92 is what they have managed, and exactly 93 is what will be the target. Maybe you have got your guess going this morning. Probably, is it the effect of the blue moon?
Yes, once in a blue moon we get the prediction correct, Vinod. So that's end of the innings, and Banswara Warriors managed to get 92 on board. And it was efforts of Hussein Shamoon, the Ghee duo, Hussein Ghee and Hussein Shamoon, scoring 14 of 4 is Hussein Ghee and Hussein Shamoon scoring 21 of 9. And in the end, it a cameo there from Hakeem Ghee when Banswara Warriors lost 4 in a row. It's Hakeem Ghee who managed to get Banswara Warriors to 92. But I'm sure it's DSC Falcons working out more confidently. They know they could chase this. All eyes would be on Abde Manaf. How he be wanting to get rid of Abde Manaf as soon as possible, as quickly as possible. So we have an interesting chase on our hands. Stay tuned and we will be back.
Keep the score going. A good effort there. A hat trick been taken there by Yusuf Kapadia. He's got 3 for 12 in the bowling list. Not to forget the contribution from Abdul Manaf. He's picked up 2 wickets to go with his 18 been conceded. And Aziz up front picking up 1 wicket. That's the end of the story. This final is all poised. We'll take a short break. Probably we'll have a cup of tea if we find any. We'll catch you with live action. It is the SANCHI Group presents Prosports T10 Championship. It is the grand final T10. Come right back in a few minutes. very good morning and welcome back. Straight away into the action. The Falcons are up and running, and it's a boundary of the first ball, very much likely like the Warriors. They picked up a boundary. The skipper there, Abbas Bodla, he's taken the responsibility of trying to ensure that he gets the breakthrough. We have ABD with us, the managing director, one of our sponsors, ABD Interiors, so we can personally thank him for extending his support towards this tournament. AB, thank you very much for not only your support, for also turning in this morning here to have a quick word with us. Keep the chat going very, very quickly.
Pleasure is all mine, Vinod. As we know, as it comes to cricket, always want to be there. And it's Abbas Bodla. Off to a perfect start. That smart cricket there, getting a boundary, rotating the strike, bringing in the new man. Very smart there from Abde Manaf. All eyes would be on the number 19. Already off to a boundary of the first delivery. Is raised on to 5, which brings in Shabbir on strike. Plays and misses there. The first 3 over could be crucial for both the sides. If they get off to a flyer there, DSC, there'll be no stopping. But on the other hand, if BANSWARA Warriors could get couple of wickets in quick succession, especially the one of Abde Manaf, could have game on there. So again, a good shot. Strike. The kind of form Abde Manaf is in and the way he started. So pass Bodla to Abde Manaf. One more single there. I guess it's a good start there for Dahod. Not losing an early wicket. They know the target, so they're going to plan it well. So what would be the strategy there for both the batsmen, Vinod, of Abde Manaf and Shabir? What would be they talking now?
Probably they think that Abbas Bodla is the danger man. He has the luxury of that additional pace. And what he has done is an exceptional over. He's bowled to his field. They have a deep third man. They have a fielder exactly opposite towards deep mid wicket. What he has kept things and spend more time. This surely might be the talk, because both the sides do realize that Abdul Manaf is going to be key, as you mentioned time and again. Shabir Bhatia is there in the centre. New bowler who's taken Sain Shamungi. And one thing surely, ABD, you have mentioned and enlightened us, that the bowling of the Warriors is pretty good. If they stick to plan, they stick to their skill sets, things will be in control. The only thing left will be that the batters will have to take that additional risk. Will they take it, or will they hang back? We'll find out quickly. At the moment, Abdul Manaf is looking very much onside. They've given him nothing to really work with apart from that initial boundary. You can see they're keeping it well outside the off stump, trying to force him to do something that he doesn't want to do. Probably you will tell us exactly which are the scoring areas that Abdul Manaf enjoys more.
He's a 360 player, is Abde Manaf, but he's more strong on the leg side. Anything on the leg side, there is a full delivery there. That could have been close there. And there you see DSC Falcon team there. They're having a good time. They know they have done well in the first innings. Good to see the players moving around. Hussein to Shabir. Cuts away and cuts well. Good effort there in the deep there. 2 runs. Hussein is a very smart and cunning bowler. A good all-rounder. Hussein Shamungi. If we could get an early wicket, BANSWARA can come back in the game. That was a good delivery, but well played, and what a shot for a boundary. That's the first one there for Shabir.
Yeah, he split the gap beautifully. You don't have fielders back past the bowler. Not to forget, both the fielders were inside his circle. Still early stages. They're looking very relaxed and they'll want to really ensure that they stay as calm as possible. DSC Falcons. Can they go on to lift their first trophy in this season 2023? Still a long way. You can see their players enjoying not just the game. Shabir Bhatia left this one outside the off stump alone. He thinks it was wide enough to be called a wide, but not the match official. Saifuddin, senior match official. He has a big wry smile on his face. He walks past. It is counterpart Shehzad. The score here. They're not off to a flyer, but they're off to a very decent start. The good thing that is really working in favor of the Falcons is that they've not lost a wicket yet. They're going at almost 7 and over. So far, so good. Nothing that they want on a special note. There's plenty of discussion going all around there. The skipper completely involved. Abbas is very animated. He's searching for that wicket. He's looking. Probably is. Is trying to ensure gets his premier bowler. Both these bowlers were just gone for 7 and over. And the DSC boys enjoying a ride. Seriously, I'm pretty sure that's not the man of the series they're driving in. We do remember the 83 series, Ravi Shastri winning his first car. The Audi. I beg your pardon, it was 87. The World Series. Time for some spin, left arm spin. He is trying to swivel across. He gets a leading edge. The ball is raced past that backward point fielder. The fielding has been exceptional. Every now and then you've seen some splendid saves. ABD, tell us, initially we did hear you saying that any score that has been posed, for example 93, we will add 10 more runs, is what you've clearly mentioned, and it is very much visible at the moment here. Good news, Abdul Manaf is still there. He cuts this one away. Only for a single though. One quick question, AB. Is Abdul Manaf at any given stage in the possibility of trying and losing his patience? Because he is not playing the game that he is normally used to. He's keeping it simple, he's keeping it calm. What do you think?
I think it's the pressure of the finals, Vinod. And these low scores could get tricky, you know. It's not Abdul Manaf the way he wants to. He's an attacking batsman and he goes out there from the word go. Now he has to adjust and he has to play according to the situation of the game. which might give his wicket, I guess. He has to be himself, no matter what the score is. The kind of start and the kind of shots Abde Manaf is playing, looking more on the defensive side there. But then on the contrary, he might get well set there, and then he'll go full Monty there. But on the other hand, Shabbir is playing well. As if he's getting the boundary, Abde Manaf would be more happy to take single and give Shabbir on strike, and Shabbir could be the aggressor. As long as DSC Falcon not lose the wicket, it's all happening here. The kind of intent what they had shown, and we see the players moving around. They are more relaxed, more confident, and good start, not losing the wicket. There you see Abde Manaf now wanted to heave that one on the leg side. That's his natural game. He can't be kept quiet for a long time, no matter what the situation is. But if you see 3 overs, just one more delivery to go in the third over, 18 runs. It's a good start there from Warriors. They could get a wicket there. And Abde Manaf launched that one for a maximum. It's gone for a 6. And that will break all the shackles there, and that could give a lot of confidence to Abde Manaf. That's the first maximum for Abde Manaf. So end of the third over, it's 25 for no loss DSC Falcons.
Yeah, rightly mentioned. There's a couple of very notable points you mentioned. He has to be himself. He has to be very much himself. Try and play his natural game at the same time. Breaking the shackles is what he'll believe. Can he get the engine running? One boundary, one maximum to Khanbai. On the other hand, Shabir Bhatia has been pretty decent. He's almost running at a strike rate of 100. His role very much try and ensure that he gets Abdul Manaf to face as much deliveries as possible. Straight away there. Another bowling change. Mustafa Masala E is back. There's been plenty of medium paces. Very contrasting bowling unit. Trying to go downtown. He drags this one towards deep mid wicket. Just a single there. Now this is going to be very interesting. Abdul Manaf, he loves the ball coming onto the bat. He hates the spinners. This over is surely going to be the make or break over, is what I feel, I sense. Maybe can he get going? The last 6 will certainly bring plenty of confidence. There's plenty of spectators sitting very patiently here at the ground and trying to really sense an outburst coming from Abdul Manaf. The expectations are riding sky high. Bit of confusion there. Ball watching Abdul Manaf on that occasion. His game has been slightly restricted, courtesy all the tight bowling. That has been on the cards. Also, not to forget, we've thrown in a lot of questions by the spectators regarding their views. In the meanwhile, a welcome boundary into the covers, been hit very, very firmly. I feel that they're giving chase, but only good to go and fetch that ball back. Try and answer as much questions, but we'll have two views. I'll have mine, I'll have ABD as well. So we'll try and ensure that we have our own opinions and try and get as close. Now, AB, there's one question that has been posted here on Instagram. It's Safi who's told us what is advisable in the final, winning a toss and electing to bat first or bowl first is the question. I'll try and answer it, and probably I'll try and pass you the same. So we'll try and get our opponents get going. In the meanwhile, another dot ball. Yes, coming back to the same question. Yes, Safi. What I think is basically the toss. It depends. It's very, very crucial. Only limited to certain situations. If the conditions are tough, the toss certainly becomes very important. Otherwise, sometimes winning the toss becomes a headache because you're not very sure what you want to do. You're very indecisive. Sometimes you want to field, sometimes you want to bat, and sometimes you want to do exactly the opposite based on what the opponent is. So you try and plan according to the opponent, not what you back your instincts. So I would say try and back your instincts, try and get your strengths to know. So if you know your strength, you'll try and be more decisive in what to do. That is my opinion. We'll try and hear something from AB. AB, tell us what do you think?
For me, I think in the finals, it would be good toss to lose. Just leave the captain, the opposite captain, to take decision and take it on from the bat first. I mean, the history, what I have seen of the pressure, keep going, and the in the final, in the chase, the pressure gets to you. So that's my opinion. I mean, first it should be a good toss to lose. Take the opposite captain, whatever he does. Otherwise, win the toss, bat first.
Pressure is something that you do not want while chasing. And it also supports if you have a very good bowling lineup. Yes, batting first helps in every accountability. But at the moment, left arm spin, reverse comes out. He tries to really go towards the opposite end, but in the end, the ball straight into the gloves and back to the bowler. Things will start all over again. What I've loved about this left arm spinner, he's been very, very good. Very impressive. He's got a very smooth run up. So relaxed at the crease, slightly quicker. It's going to be wider as well. The extras have been a big headache at the moment, but so far so good. Thank you, AB. Good views been shared regarding that. Meanwhile, it's been pulled straight away towards deep square leg. The fielder, they made a mess out of this one. Did it go to the fence? Good covering up there from the deep mid-wicket fielder. They'll try and have a word, try and confirm that the ball stayed in play. Good work, but in the end, another catch going down, and this is something that you will not want. In my background, I've seen someone very, very upset. Probably ABD is a warrior. He's a warrior supporter. He doesn't look happy, but still there's a smile. As always, tell us something more about. Another one goes in the sky, but there is no. What do you think about that catch? Will this help the cause? Will they lift their spirits?
Absolutely, Vinod. I mean, it's just that if the wicket would have fallen, we could have an even game because Tahoud is running away with the game now, not losing wicket. 36 in 4.3. This wicket would have surely got Banswara back in the game, and we could have a good, interesting finals. As usually, when we see in the finals, it's not a nail-biting finish. It's always a one-way traffic. But I still remember the finals, the 50-over finals between England and New Zealand. In England, it's the kind of finals we want to see. So that's why Banswara Warriors, they need wicket, and they need wicket of Abdemanaf.
We'll try and pick up another question. There's Yusuf Easy Hotelwala. He's posed another question on Instagram. We'll try and get to that very quickly. In the meanwhile, a single towards deep long one. The scoreboard is ticking, but they'll have to pick up the moment quickly. Yes, the question, AB. Now you go first. Are there any bowlers or batsmen that you have been impressed with their skills in the semi-finals, Stallion versus Falcons? Can you name anybody that you think is stood out, or to your knowledge, who is a player that you would want to see? Because you know everybody in the community.
I've been following up this tournament, and it was Banswara Warriors opener Hussain Ghee who hit a century there. And in Stallions, it is The captain, Khadir, when he bowls, he had a good outing with the ball, and then he had one rough day and then came back again. So it is the partnership bowling of Khadir Memoon and Burhanuddin Badri. It was their duo who impressed me well. Both the bowlers, both fast, one medium pacer, one fast bowler. So
Pressing here, another impressive shot back past. Shabir Bhatia is trying to turn things on. And people are trying and expecting Abdul Manaf, but on this occasion there, both these batters contributing equally. Yes, coming back to the same question, Hussein Halawala has done well in the semi-final, 69 for the DSC Falcons. If you ask me, my favourite has always been Aziz, the left-arm bowler. I've been very impressed. One of my favourites, and I enjoy watching Aziz. I'm always backing someone as good as Aziz for his skill sets. I'm still keen to see. I've never seen Abdul Manaf really completely open fire. I'm still hoping he's still there at the crease. Can he blaze away? Can we see Abdul Manaf explode with his batting? We've heard a lot, especially the Falcons very much in control.
also coming back to the question in the semi-finals between Stallions and Falcons, when Stallions lost both their openers in Golden Duck, losing on very first delivery both Burhan Aspur and Josefa Pachlasa. It was Ibrahim Driver who took the responsibility and played a blazing innings of 60 of 24 with 6 massive sixes. That was an impressive innings from Ibrahim Driver. So that stood out well in the semi-finals for me, Vinod. The batter, Ibrahim Driver.
Yeah, well said. We all have our own favourites. But in the end, Hussein's innings provided the much needed entry to the finals. And that's really what matters. Driver will have to do much better if you want to take your team next time around. But nonetheless, we're still here. The finals ongoing at the moment. Shabir there, he slashes very much like Viren Sehwag. No feet movement. Both these batters are literally strolling, expecting the ball to run over the fence, but the fielder there doing exceptionally well. I'm trying to take another question very, very quickly in the meanwhile. There's been plenty of questions coming around. I have one more question regarding Sultan Mirza on his Instagram. Guys, he has thrown us a question. What do you think about on your views on man-carrying the field, the batter at the non-strikers? And maybe tell us what you think on that one after this delivery.
Everyone is of different opinion for man-carrying, the way we have been taught, the way we have seen, it always came in the spirit of the game for man-carrying. But if you go by the rules and if you have to ask R. Ashwin, which I certainly agree with, it's fair. I mean, it's fair if it's in the laws. If you do it, it's fine. Yes, but the way we have been brought up and the way we have been taught to the spirit of the game, it looks not so good, but it's in the laws, and I think I would be strongly I support R. Ashwin's actions, and I support if it's in the laws, you have to follow it. Though it looks like not in the spirit, not in the right spirit, but it's the batsman who's taking that extra advantage, which is also not in the right spirit. So I guess man-carrying, it's absolutely fine with me. Stays within the laws and it's absolutely fine. I would like to take Vinod's opinion. What does he think about man-carrying?
Meanwhile, just before I get to that question, yes, DLC Falcons, they have raced and reached the first milestone, that is getting to their 50 mark. 53 is what they got in 6 overs. They need another 40 of 4, almost 10 in over. Very gettable toward the back end with 10 wickets in the bank. Looks comfortable. There's no hiccups at the moment. Yes, coming back to a question very quickly, I'll keep it very simple and short. In my opinion, what I feel is if there's a law in place, it's there for a reason, and it's absolutely in the end playing by the laws is very much comfortable. There's a line that is there in for a reason. In case if I see if the bowler oversteps, he gets penalized, and it's going to be a no ball. The, the penalty is that it's a free hit to the batter. It's the same with the non-strike as well. You're not supposed to cross the line. Stay behind the line, and things will be completely in sync. And that's my simple and clear opinion is what I see. I see nothing beyond that. The spirit of the game is something that is an emotion and an opinion of how you look at things. But what matters is the law.
Vinod, we are at a very important, but if Banswara get 1 to 2 wickets and new batsmen come to the crease, we could have a game on. Again, that's the pressure of the finals, and those 10 extra runs could be added. So at this moment, they're chasing 50, not 40, and they get a wicket. Banswara could come back in the game. Long shout there from the keeper, but umpire says the batsman is in. Where do you see wicket coming from? I think it's going to be the fielding effort which will get a wicket, because both the batsmen are set. Where Shabbir is 23 of 22. It's been a quiet innings there. He's got 2 boundaries, but he's not capitalized onto it. With only a strike rate of 100. So that's where Shabbir Bhatia should now be the aggressor and support Abde Manaf. Otherwise, Abde Manaf could come into the pressure of hitting boundaries and give his wicket away. But I feel this is very important stage. Banswara is still not out of this game. If 2 quick wickets and new batters in the crease, we have a game on, Vinod.
Yeah, rightly mentioned here. Game on for sure, without doubt. It's now slowly but steadily the asking rate will climb with every dot ball, and that will tell on both these batters. They've been there long enough, probably a little tired legs, you never know, but Shabir Bhatia will have to take the initiative. He's got a thickish outside edge. Bowling has been very, very intelligent. They're taking that risk. Will he make it? Yes, he has done it comfortably. And this is what they need to do, both these batters. They have to realize that there are 10 more batters waiting for their chance. And certainly, there will not be any case of worry. But what the Warriors are doing on the other hand is mixing up things. They're trying to slow things down. He walks across, trying to hit that towards the onside. Plenty of vacant spaces. This time Bhatia gets into the act. He's been rewarded richly there. This boundary surely will really release immense pressure. Can they get their act together?
Absolutely, Vinod. But the way Shabir is going now, he's made up his mind. He's not going to keep quiet now. He's been there for a while. 25 deliveries, hitting 3 boundaries. I'm sure now he would be more aggressive in the kind of intent he's showing, the way he's moving around the crease. Again, he's moved. And that's a close. Umpire is unmoved there. A good comeback there. But we have seen intent there from Shabir. Now, if Banswara Warriors can get 1 wicket, it's going to get interesting for sure. But if Shabir Bhatia can get 1 more boundary, that would ease the pressure of Abde Manaf, and then the chase becomes more easier. That's out. That's gone, I guess. Only the keeper thought that way.
They're still searching for wickets. No sign is yet. All 10 wickets intact. But at the moment, this game very much in balance, as ABD mentioned time and again. Very much like a pendulum swinging either ways. One good over, one bad over. What I've been really impressed is that in spite of the outfield being very, very quick, they've managed to keep both these batters very much quiet, especially Abdul Manaf, who was strike. Shabir Bhatia is the one who's got plenty of strike, 27 deliveries for his 29, running at almost 107. Not a strike that you would want to hear about in a T10 game. But nonetheless, it's been working so far. They got 3 more overs to go. Almost 11 and over from here on is still very gettable because it is very few overs. And the runs, certainly not a big challenge. At this stage, even 13 runs is still much gettable in a T10 game, because with the medium paces, the ball coming onto the bat, it's very much likely. But the question remains, can this keep this going? What do you think, AB? From here on, I'm pretty sure that you're a Banswara fan who's come out with all his loyalty and he's backing his team. But still, tell us, what are the odds of either team making it from here on?
I'm a cricket fan, Vinod. Doesn't matter if Dahod is doing well, I'm on Dahod side, and if Banswara wins this one, I'm on Banswara side. So I'm equally balanced with this one. But
I love the spirit. I'm sure you have plenty of friends all around, AB, but still try and make a pick. Try and pick the odds is what I'm trying to guess. What would really make you happy? Come on, throw us the dice.
what would make me happy is the game going in the last over and the winner is not yet decided, and then a match inning from the batsman or a good spell from the bowler, and that's the one. Straight, a full toss, gone for a boundary. This could be the make or break over. Easy in the last two, but if the captain of Banswara Warriors somehow get a wicket in this over, it's not a good start for his spell though. Boundary of the first delivery. It's Abdul Manaf, who's scored 30 runs of 16 deliveries. He's in great form.
What has really turned things on is bowling around the wicket very strangely. This is something that you will not really relate to. He's bowling into the arc. You can see there back-to-back boundaries there. Excellent shot again. This is the make or break over. As AB mentioned, things will certainly be very much crystal clear from here on, and he's losing his plot at the moment. Going around the wicket is not something that has worked, and now the good thing is he's gone back over. Probably that is the wise thing that he'll be thinking of. Tell us, AB, why do you think he's gone around the wicket? Especially when both the right-handers are on strike. He'll surely be bowling more on leg stump, probably within the stumps, and that's the area that you don't want to bowl.
Third delivery coming up. And there you see changing the side, as Vinod rightly mentioned. Don't know why he started. He wanted to try something different, I guess. Nothing is going their way, not getting wickets. So
Trying too many things, trying everything possible, trying in searching and hunting that wicket down, in trying the block hole. For the wicket is keeping the ball. We've seen something very, very good towards the first half of their fielding innings. Now things are crumbling at the moment. They are really feeling the pressure, not just the bowlers but the fielders as well.
as we said, it's not only the batters who get. We have a game on in the finals, Vinod.
There's a spark of energy, not just in the middle here, to my left as well. He's very, very pleased, and that stump is gone cartwheeling for a long, long walk. That's going to be a very interesting replay. And as rightly mentioned, switching back to his right length and his right angle over the wicket has really worked, paid rich dividends. Can he stick there? They shouldn't want to try anything here. Now all of a sudden Abbas will wonder why did he go around the wicket and concede those two boundaries. Will those two boundaries penalize or cost them dearly? AB, what do you think?
But on the other hand, bowling that way sparked Abde Manaf and got him into the aggressor mode. So he wanted to hit every ball for a boundary. Smartly, he changed his side and got the rewards. So I'm sure Abbas Bodla would give away any day, giving two boundaries and getting rid of Abde Manaf. He would take it any day. So it worked in his favor. And we have a game on in the finals. It's 69 for 1 in 7.5. 24 more runs to get in 2.1 with 9 wickets in hand. But new batter in the crease there, Hussain Nalwala. He had a good outing in this tournament. He's the man in form also for DSC Falcons. But then again, the situation still remains the same. It's the finals, the pressure. The one with the better mindset, with the better strategy will come on top, I guess. Vinod, what's your take on this one?
We'll sit back and hold our nerve as well. But it's going to be Hussain. One of my favorite batters. He's swung this one. Speak about being in the favorite zone. This is going to long this week. He's a game changer. He's coming and he's just given this a big tonk. He is running motionless there. You can see him walking. You see this six a long way. Probably the biggest six of this game so far. Almost 75 yards. There's not a single soul on this ground moved an inch. They just saw the ball soaring and sailing up and over. Can he continue? Another 2 hits and this game will be dead and done with. AB, short thoughts, 1-6, everything changes altogether.
Absolutely, Vinod. What a way to get off to the mark in the finals. In the context of the game, this could be the winning shot. The pendulum has swung the DSC Falcons' way. Though they got rid of Abde Manaf, Abbas Bodla was expensive. 2 boundaries, which Abde Manaf hit, and then a humongous 6 there from Hussain Nalwala. So the run rate is down now. It's 9 and over. 18 runs to get in 2 overs, which makes it very easy for the batsmen as Hussain Nalwala struck well. Otherwise, they could have been chasing 24 in last 2. But that 6 changed the complexion of the game, Vinod.
Rightly so. If you look at it from Hussain's point, it's just 3 hits away. The game will be done with. Can the Warriors strike and strike again? What I think is very simple, AB. If they go on to bowl the remaining overs, certainly Falcons will cross the line. There's no way you can contend without picking up wickets. The best dot ball in the game is picking up wickets. We'll figure out. Certainly the wides will add salt to the wounds. Not good. All of a sudden, a score that is hard to defend. Not a challenging one though. You see this into the offside. Another single. Now the danger man, he walks in, taking strike. Hussain. He's looking leg side. He's thinking leg side. Where is this ball going? The fielders look slightly anxious. They're expecting something to happen, something very, very special. Bit of width and room been offered there, slightly slower, early into that shot. I'll have to be wise to ensure and encounter a slower bowler. He's bowling beautifully. What he's doing is keeping it well outside the range of Hussain. Exceptional over. The excitement still lives. And we will start all over again. AB, talk us through the next few deliveries and tell us exactly what is running through your mind.
I think they would want Shabir to be on strike. because he's been struggling. Just run a ball innings. Again, he walks. That's gone. That's the pressure. Shabir was struggling. He didn't have much to offer, though he hit 3 boundaries, but it was run a ball innings there, Vinod. And this game is on now because anything can happen. One more delivery. If they can get one more wicket, 15 to chase in the final over. As rightly said, it has to go down to the wire. That's the pressure of finals. 15 run could be like 20 runs in the last over.
Interesting, yeah. Hussain is still, he's been kept off strike. Can he retain as much strike as possible? He's in everyone there, very much glued. This game certainly is not just going down the wire, it's surely going down. Probably, the fans over here would also expect and sense a super over also is a possibility here. You never know. There's one more delivery to go.
I think this is a free hit for the batsman who walks in. He has to go all in, not bother. They have wickets in hand. So this could be the most important delivery in the finals. 7, it's Qaid Amba who's on strike. He has to go all in. He has to get a boundary this one. If he loses his wicket, Banswara gets an edge in the final over. But if he gets a boundary, makes it more easier for Hussain Nalwala, who's striking well. So it's free hit there for Qaidamba. He has to get a boundary. And on the other hand, it's going to be Tahir who would want it to get his wicket. It's up in the air, but it's going to fall in no man's land there. And 2 runs is what they get. So it's 13 runs to chase in the final sting. It's going to be Hussain Nalwala who's hit 1 maximum. He knows that if he gets 1 more in the final over, it'll be curtains there for Banswara Warriors. But that's the final we look forward to. It's all happening here at Sulaikat Cricket Ground. SANCHI Group presents the Prosports T10 Championship. And the winner is not yet decided. 19 overs have been bowled. 1 more over to go. 13 runs to get. Can Banswara Warriors defend 13? And it's my favorite Hussain Shamungi who's going to bowl the final over.
As we engage in this encounter, there's Johar Ajna. Yeah, he's passing on his greetings. AB, miss you, bro, is what Johar mentions. Yes, Johar, we're very glad you're up on your feet after your surgery. We're looking forward to see you very quickly out in the middle, trying and do what you do best. That is playing cricket. Surely Prosports will be missing you. Ibrahim Shabir as well. Plenty of well-wishers missing ABD. Surely AB, talk us through this over and your friends as well.
They would want to. This could be run out, but they get it very comfortably. Fielders were slow. So it's 2 runs of the first delivery of Hussain. And that makes it 11 of 5. We would like to see you in the middle, in thick of actions. And the game is getting very interesting here. And Ibrahim as well. That's interesting. That's a dot ball there, Vinod.
Yes, just before we squeeze through this over, I'll quickly run through the individual achievers here. The best wicketkeeper of the tournament, Kutub, there behind the stumps, is there right now, live, probably appealing for everything. The best bowler of the tournament, Uzaifa Saifi for Kuwait Mavericks. He's picked up 5 wickets in this tournament. Saifuddin is the best batter of this tournament so far. We'll see all these gentlemen later in the presentation. In the meanwhile, he gets a thickish outsider. The ball has gone to the fence. This is getting very, very interesting. A welcome boundary towards the dying stages. This boundary has literally brought back life, not just into the Falcons, but the fans as well. You can see there plenty of supporters all around. They're expecting a cracker of a game, and surely one has been provided. Maybe he's looking all tensed.
Has to hold my nerve. It's Hussein Shamoon. He's got upset with the fielding effort, and I'm sure he has three more deliveries. He can come up trumps, but he has to hold his nerve. He has to keep calm. So that's the equation here in the finals. 7 runs. Hussein Nalwala is thinking of 1 strike, but it's Hussein versus Hussein. Let's see which Hussein gets on trump. Will it be Hussein Ghee or Hussein Nalwala? And that's a wide delivery there. That's what I mentioned. He has to keep his calm. He's missed his length totally there.
Sebi rightly mentioned what Hussein is missing, Hussein Ghee especially, is that he has to realize one point is he still has 3 more deliveries and they still need 1 boundary of those 3 deliveries for sure. One has to go to the fence or probably up and over. 6 runs now, courtesy that wide outside the off stump. Can he bowl a good ball? Can he keep it quiet? Yes, he's done well, so you can see that's exactly what he needs to do. Single there. The excitement is closing on. 5 runs required of 2 deliveries. And still, we have 1 ball that has to disappear to the fence. There's no really walking away from the fact that the ball has to go to the fence, because you need a boundary at this stage. Either of this ball, probably of the last ball.
This works in favor of BANSWARA. Hussein gets off the strike. It's Qaid Amba who has to do the scoring. This is an important ball. Can Hussein strike for BANSWARA Warriors? Qaid Amba hits it straight like an arrow for a boundary. What a shot that is. He's mighty pleased there is Qaid Amba. He's just one run away. Could this be a super over, Vinod? Can we have a twist in the tail in the finals?
And if you want a super over, you'll want all those fielders to close in to try and stop a single. Because if they take a single, the game is done and dusted. Game right now, scores are level. And this is what the fielding side needs to understand. You either stop the single, because any runs anyway, the game is over. And now, rightly so, everyone is coming in. So what this will do, will force the batter to take an additional risk. He'll have to really risk his life trying and hit up and over. Good thinking. I'm very, very impressed that Abbas Bodla is biting all the time in the world to try and get this ball right. He'll have his bowler calm his nerves. If they can hold their nerves at this moment, this game again will lit up alive. AB, at the moment AB looks very tensed. He has a word. Surely we'll sit back and hear it.
That's what I wanted, Vinod. Cricket is the winner here. Last ball of the T10. The winner is not yet decided. Just 1 run away. All the fielders are in. Qaid Amba, he has to play sensibly. If the ball is there to be hit, he has to hit. He's not to have that intention of just taking a single. A very interesting mode. Hussein Shamoon is ready. Qaid Amba for the T10 championship. And this could be the winner. The Falcons have won the game. They are in the center. They are the champions of the SANCHI group, which presents the Prosports T10 championship. They have won this on the last delivery. They got the single there. But nonetheless, the effort from BANSWARA Warriors, they gave it all and it went down to the wire. So Vinod, DSC Falcons have won the championship. But it was a good game of cricket.
Yes, absolutely. The 2 teams really fighting the contest and fighting it really hard. And as you mentioned, cricket is the winner. Very, very quickly, we are going to just run through the scorecard in very short while because we're running out of time. That has been a good effort there by Qaid and Hussein, who's walked in. Handshakes all around. Before we head to the presentation, we'll take a shortly. We'll be seeing the celebrations being extended by DSC Falcons. Before we head, we'll just write and thank you all the sponsors, SANCHI Group, a big thank you, Prosports, J1 Group, ABD Interiors, Mizan Jewelries, Maimun Caterers, Buran United Travel and Tourism, Global Hardware, Diamond Trading and Center, Design partner is TS Designs, media partner is Moment Expo, Ben Creations, bringing this game live. That's it from now. We'll catch you all at the presentation. Yeah, they don't have Tell me, sound thing maka वर सकल कर I'm going to shout. Mic सकल धरता हूँ. सांग मका आजचे हात वर कर. A very good morning. It's the SANCHI Group presents Prosports T10 Championships. It's a grand final. It was a well-fought final. BANSWARA Warriors taking on DSC Falcons. It was a match that went down till the last ball. After 119 balls, it was still undecisive that who is going to turn up. DSC Falcons were really emerging as champions. Also, not to forget, BANSWARA Warriors, they've done exceptionally well. They didn't give up. In spite of posting a total, they did well. Before we head, we will just try and thank all the sponsors: SANCHI Group, Prosports, Jayabant Group, ABD Interiors, Mizan Jewels, Moment Caterers, Buran United Travel and Tourism, Global Hardware, Diamond Trading Center, TS Design, the design partner, Moment Expo, the media partner. Thank you everyone to put this tournament together. Now, this final was being played in true spirits. We congratulate both the teams for playing in great spirits. This game was absolutely special in every way. But the man who stole the show was Yusuf for his exceptional hat-trick. Yusuf, congratulations. I'd like to call umpire Mr. Saif to come and give the player of the finals. 3 for 12. Good performance there. Yusuf will continue to smile through the week. The next award goes for the wicketkeeper, the best wicketkeeper for this tournament. Can any guess? It is Kutub there from BANSWARA Warriors. He's been very good. I would request Mr. to come over here. Mr. Burhan Musaji, please step up to give away the individual prize here. Good glove work from the wicketkeeper, the best wicketkeeper of this tournament. Burhan, please don't go away. Stay. We have another 2 prizes. The best bowler of this tournament, Husaiba Saifi here for Kuwait Mavericks. He's picked up 5 wickets. Huzaifa is done exceptionally well. Burhan, you'll still stay there. 1 more individual prize. That's the best batter. And it goes to Saifuddin Kotwal, who's here. He's got 147 runs. Congratulations. Thank you, Burhan. Next upon, I call ABD here to give us the runner-up prize. We'll call upon the skipper here for Bans. And request the team very quickly for a team photograph. Thank you, ABD. I will request Mr. Kadir from Momin here. Maimun Caterers. Mr. Kadir from Maimun Caterers. He'll be giving up the special prize. And that is DSC Falcons. The skipper, Saifi. Thank you, Mr. Kadir.